Russia is not the only challenge that the NATO is facing. US President-elect Donald Trump's threats to take control of Greenland are also causing a lot of concern for the NATO. In fact, Trump's allies are preparing a bill to facilitate America's buying of Greenland. What do Trump's threats mean for the NATO and its defense? A lot, actually. Before we go on, first, let's just discuss this bill. Trump's Republican allies in the U.S. House of Representatives have introduced a draft legislation. It is aimed at authorizing negotiations for the U.S. to buy Greenland from Denmark. But you see, here's the kicker. Greenland's pro-independence leader has expressed that he is ready to talk. You heard that right. The bill is called Make Greenland Great Again Act. It was circulated on Monday by Representative Andy Ogles and supported by 10 co-sponsors. Would enable Trump to basically initiate talks with Denmark immediately after he steps into office. The bill states, and I'm quoting here, Congress hereby authorizes the president beginning at 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 20, 2025, to seek to enter into negotiations with the Kingdom of Denmark for the purchase of Greenland. Remember, Trump refused to rule out a military takeover as far as Greenland is concerned. Its prime minister has reiterated the country's goal of gaining independence from Denmark last week. Agere emphasized that the Greenlandic people do not want to be either Danish or American. He has also expressed readiness to talk with Trump, acknowledging that his refusal to rule out the use of force to acquire Greenland was serious. Remember, strategically, Greenland is very important for NATO. It is the world's largest island with shores on the Atlantic and Arctic Oceans. From the early 19th century to the 1950s, it was a territory under full control of Denmark. Currently, Greenland hosts a US military base and an early warning system for ballistic missiles. However, since Greenland is officially part of Denmark and therefore considered European territory, European leaders and the European Union have come to Denmark's aid. Both German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and a spokesperson for the European Commission, in fact, have emphasized the importance of state sovereignty as the foundation of international law. It applies equally to both large and small countries, after all. While highlighting state sovereignty, and European leaders have criticized Trump's stance, not everyone is taking his threats somewhat seriously. In fact, in her response, the EU Commission spokesperson, Paula Pinho, said that Article 42.7 of the European Union's Lisbon Treaty, which is about mutual defense, applies to Greenland. Additionally, it's important to remember that Greenland is also covered by the North Atlantic Treaty, or NATO, meaning that an attack on Greenland would necessitate a response from other NATO allies, including the US, to come to its defense.